Okay, so we could get out of these shackles if we wanted to already. Due to previous storyline choices, we know how to do it, but what do you say we try to be slightly smarter than that and try to provoke the guards to come into our cell barehanded, so it's going to be easier to fight them.
Guard, come here, good man. Why are you hollering? Do that again and we'll shut you up. You wouldn't say that if these bars weren't here. Is that so? Let's see.
So this short fistfight sequence is, as you can see, based around small QDA events. It allows you to defeat your opponent. Nice. Alright, so we pretty much made it out of the cell, but it's still just the beginning of getting out of the prison. Some of you already know this, but for this game in particular, we have developed our own proprietary cross-platform technology. We call it Red Engine, and it's not only one of the best-looking cross-platform engines out there, but also we believe it's the best engine for making non-linear, mature, and complex story-based RPGs. Like this example you can see here. By the way, the guards were stupid enough to leave our sword in here. We can obviously grab it and use it later on. So, while walking through the remaining part of this, however, of this facility, we will try to stay unnoticed. We might use magical spells, we call them signs, to put torches out and to make the area darker. Also, if we try to be quieter, we will be able to sneak past the guards, take them down unnoticed, like in a non-lethal way. Marek is the kind of guy who likes to sneak, so he will attempt this quest in this manner. There you go. Obviously, well, it's more difficult to do it that way than just butcher through. But on the other hand, you gain more experience, so it's sometimes worth it. For some of the guards, you don't actually even have to take them down. If you watch the routes, there you go. Sorry, you might be able to sneak past them without even touching them.
All right, darling. Finally alone. Just you and me. Not very romantic, I'll admit, but believe you me, you'll be well satisfied when I'm done.
Don't!
Yeah, that's the last guy. Alright, so this guy dropped a key, which is a nice chance for me to show you yet another level of non-linearity, because it opens an alternative path through the location, unlocking somewhat of a basement even beneath this dungeon here. So we will descend through a trapdoor in the ground. You will also notice that with the technology we have, it's exactly the same as it was in a PC version. There are no loading screens. Everything is dynamically streamed into the memory. And also, here is the place where your previous storyline choices come into play. Because previously, in the playthrough that Marek did, both of these guys met a really important NPC called Arjen Lavalette, but the difference is Marek decided to kill him. He's the owner of this place, together with his mom. There's like a whole family of Lavalettes that's actually owning the place. And Maciek decided to spare life of Arjen Lavalette. Here's the difference. Because Marek killed Arjen, he's dead already, and he will meet his mother in here. She's being tortured because the castle is under siege.
I'm just following orders, milady.
Who issued them?
What's more, this is what they require of me.
And what's that?
One little signature confirming the full test did not sire your that.
I shall sign whatever you wish.
Of course you will, milady. All succumb sooner or later. There's a right time for everything. Now's the time for the hot iron.
I beg you.
Then we'll take some wedges to your nails and finish off with spoons to the eyes.
Right, that's enough. We might as well jump up to the windowsill and rescue Baroness Lavalette. But before we do that, however, bear with us, we will. Let's switch to Maciek's console, and we will try another approach to what seems to be the same part of the game, the same part of this quest even, but it's going to be totally different depending on the small choices you make or bigger ones. So, one first thing you will notice is that Maciek is not exactly the settle kind of player. He will be butchering his way through this location, not even bothering to turn the lights out. And also, it's a good chance for me to show you the complexity of the combat system in which it's used. Right now, Maciek is using only strong and fast strikes of his sword, but there are more skills and more tactics that you can use. You can also block the strikes, you can repost, time your strikes. There you go. And the important thing is that in case you are surrounded with enemies, the game actually requires you to use advanced tactics, because this is the way you can get most out of it. Nice. You also did notice that Maciek chose the other way through the dungeon. He won't go upstairs, but he will go this way. Yeah. So, not only will we see a different part of the location, but also because Arjan Lavalette is alive, we will get a chance to meet him now.
Come on, mate. Please let me help. Stay calm, Arian.
What are you doing here?
Same thing as you.
Yes, but they imprison you. Why?
They say I killed Foltest.
Shame. I'd hoped to do that myself. Do you know my mother's fate? Foltest did her no harm.
News you can trust is hard to find in wartime. I've heard nothing concerning her.
Fortunately, I know how to restore my family's honor.
Time to think about saving your life.
To me, honor is more important than life.
What do you plan to do?
Not your concern. We must get to the oil store where there's a way out. I'm weak. You must help me.
So yeah, Arjan is alive, but because he's been... There you go. Because he's been tortured for many hours, he can't walk or move quickly, so we're going to have to help him. Once again, Maciek is kind of a butcher, so he's going to be slaying these guys upstairs, but because there are tons of them, you will see that he will be using even more advanced tactics, mixing his sword with magic, with different magical spells. Magical trap that stuns the opponents. He's also using the terrains, corners, and everything. Oh yeah, and obviously some of you might have noticed that it helps a lot that for the sake of the presentation, Maciek is invulnerable. Not that he wouldn't do it for real, it's just he wanted to be sure. Very nice timing there. Right, so these guys are dead. We might as well want to go downstairs, grab Arjan and walk him up because he knows the way out, which is obviously our primary target in here. Before we do that, however, for just a split sec, let's get back to Marek, who's going to be showing us remaining part of a walkthrough through this part of the game, but featuring Luisa Lavalette. Alright, let's start with saving her. She's being tortured, if you remember. We might as well save her dignity. This first guy is easy, but the second one is wielding a shield and is dealing strong strikes, so we might want to block. That was a nice finisher. I mean, they're random, so we got lucky. Okay, so will we unbind the woman, please?
I am at your mercy, Richard. What now?
Cover yourself, my lady.
In better times, the king spoke to me of you. You must look me in the eyes when you answer. Did you slay Foltest?
No.
I suppose I must believe you. You should be glad. I had to gouge out those devil's eyes otherwise.
I am glad, my lady. I like my eyes.
Where are my children?
Forgive me, but I just escaped my cell. I can't count myself among the well-informed. I'll gladly take Slim.
In that case, let us go. Along the way, you can tell me how my son, Arian Lavalette, died.
Sheath your sword, Witcher. They never miss. They're the elite of the Nilfgaardian army. You're kidding, right? They're only two, holding two of the best crossbows in the world.
What do you want, Excellency?
To aid you, my lady, or rather to present a proposal.
The Lavalettes have never made and will never make a pact with Nilfgaard. Where are they? You contradict yourself, Ambassador. Your ruse is not lost on me. But so be it. Now take me to my children.
I hadn't planned on going to the upper castle.
And rightly so. Many there tremble with anticipation for the morrow's execution. My lady, I leave you in the hands of this honorable knight. Witcher, count 20 heartbeats and follow me.
Why would you aid a kingslayer, Excellency?
I aid a witcher who may find the real regicide.
My lady, your son Arian gave me no choice. I doubt he even sensed the final blow coming.
There's that at least. You have spoken your piece, Witcher. Go.
One more thing you will notice is that there's not only the difference in where we go in these two playthroughs, not only difference in the previous choices we've made, but also with help of Baroness Lavalette. It's more like a treaty. It's more like she's a diplomat. She's trying to give us help of the ambassador, who will draw the attention of the guards, and we will be able to sneak out in a non-lethal way. But Arian Lavalette is going to be more reckless. About that in a minute. First, let's try to get out of here unnoticed. Here's the ambassador.
You, follow me. Yes, sir.
What we'll try to do is we'll try to stay behind the corner while these guards will be getting back here. And, well, it takes a lot of nerves to actually stay put while these guys are running next to us. But it works in most cases. Sometimes, actually, they do notice us. It's not easy. There we go. They might be ever watchful. Not always they even. Oh, there's one. There's one. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I almost thought they wouldn't caught the, the bait. But they did. Nice. Alright, so yeah, it's empty. Go there. The Witcher's up there. Yeah, we can go this way. So the path to the exit is clear. As you can see, we can walk out, thus getting us really close to finishing this quest. But we're trying to show you roughly 2 ways to walk through this part of the game, but there are more. There are actually 4. We're just showing you 2 of them. So it all depends on your previous storyline choices. Depends on which way you go in certain parts of the location, and also depends on what kind of gameplay approach you take towards walking through here, like more brutal one or more subtle one. And yeah, it's one of the exterior locations we have on Xbox 360. You can already see that as on PC everything is streamed, and once again as on PC all these further and distant locations will be explorable and you will be able to get there in a final version of the game. Alright, now back to Maciek for a sec, because we do want to show you how this quest ends should you ally with Aryan.
Help me up.
He's more of an emotional kind of guy, so he's not going to be treating with anybody, but still, we will succeed. I already mentioned that NPCs are really powerful in a game because they can aid you, but they're also different. They aid you in a different ways.
Second door on the left. That's the woods.
Come with me. There's nothing you can do here.
I've more to do now than ever before.
Alone.
I need no one's aid for what I aim to accomplish.
Is that your final word?
Farewell, Witcher.
So he's literally gonna blow the place up, so we better hurry. Oh yeah. And as you can see, we made it to the exit of the prison and of the castle. Also, you can notice that the castle will be burning, like totally. So it's quite possible that within a few seconds or minutes, the place will start falling apart. So to finish this quest, we probably rather we better run out there.
Over here!
That's one friend of ours, this Marigold. And this not only ends this quest successfully, obviously, but also it ends a chapter of the game. This is how you can walk through it in many different ways, both regarding storyline and also regarding the gameplay approach that you take.